Incoherent Fox noises. All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend. And with me, as always, is my beautiful co-host called Girl Six, better known as Fox.
Hey y'all.
Wolf.
Tis going on today.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
Fox made me pink lemonade today.
Yeah, that's because I have some stuff that he can't drink. He can't drink any liqueur today.
Or tomorrow. Or the day after.
The rest of the month.
Oh, hello, May 1st, my old friend.
Cheers.
On my face, I ain't cheers on you. Well, sitting over here, sober as a gopher. And he's sipping, nice alcoholic beverage.
Cheers. Hey y'all that just joined the room. How y'all doing?
Cheers, governor.
We just got started, so y'all didn't miss anything.
Nope. Yeah, I ain't missing nothing. Except Fox teasing me that she can drink alcohol. And I can't.
It's just little.
All right. So, Shenanigans. Which one to get into first, executive producer?
Just a current event, I guess. We have other current events though, but
Yeah, is COVID still a thing? Is COVID still real?
yeah, apparently they have some new thing again.
A new variant?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like COVID came, and then the Ukraine came, and then some other shit came, and then Johnny Depp came, and it's a lot of comings and goings going on around here. But
I'm sad the way the war ending over there was turning out so far, though.
I mean, war's war. It's an old saying that people always say that war is hell, and the response some dude said was war is war and hell is hell, and he's like, and to be honest, war is the worst of the two. And the reason he said that is because he asked the guys around him, he's like, who's in hell? There's like, the sinners, the murderers, pedophiles, whatever, right? The people that are judged. He's like, yeah, there's no innocent bystanders in hell. There's everybody who's in hell is supposed to be there. But there's a lot of people in war who ain't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? A lot of innocent bystanders in war.
That's true. That's a good take on that.
Yeah, and if it ever changed my look, because I think a lot of times when the guys join the military and they pump full of piss and vinegar and just ready to go, you think like, I want to go out here, kill some shit, do this and that, da-da-da-da. And then you realize like, nah, like war is not glamorized. It's not this Teddy Roosevelt version of war where it's all glamorized and people in love with war. It's like, nah, people getting shot and dying and shit. Like,
yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah,
that's
it's
happening,
sweetheart.
It's
happening.
So that's what was that. So the while we on it, since talking about that, the thing on the news right now, I don't know what's going on in Ukraine right now. We just being honest. I don't know where they at with that. I haven't been watching social media. I haven't been watching the news. I haven't been watching a whole lot of things. So I don't really know what's going on with that. I haven't paid attention much to anything political. Haven't been on social media much. But I did just find out today about the Johnny Depp case where he's suing his ex-wife, who I can't remember her name.
Heard, I think.
It's something Heard. I don't know her first name, but apparently she's in like the Aquaman movies, which I haven't watched because one of us doesn't want secret relationship with Jason Momoa. What's his name? Momoa?
Momoa.
I bet you would, no. Anyway.
He's a beautiful guy.
Anyway, I am meant to be beautiful.
He's a beautiful guy. But yeah, so apparently he's suing his ex-wife for defamation for $50 million.
Good, because you know what? They took Johnny Depp off of. The dude got like 3 more Pirates of the Caribbean that's supposed to be coming up. They took him off for all that shit, and it's all just because of what she said. He's been found of nothing. No jail time, no settlement, no nothing. He's been found of nothing, and his money stopped. He's not in movies now, and his money stopped, and he had the Pirates of the Caribbean. And Johnny Depp's a wild, talented actor.
He is.
Johnny Depp's one of the greatest actors of our time.
One of, yeah.
He's
definitely.
Like, it's no way you gonna name 10 better actors than Johnny Depp that's alive right now.
Yeah, he's the dope actor.
Like, it's just not happening. He's in most people's top 5. He definitely in the top 10 with anybody. Like, I think if they had to find another person to play Joker after Heath Ledger died, I think it would have been Johnny Depp.
Him, right?
Johnny Depp just got that eccentric, crazy personality or whatever. Cause
I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So, but it just goes into that thing where men should be able to do that. Now, listen to his testimony. Due to the way that we've been conditioned by society, he do sound hella soft. Super 2-ply, 4-ply tissue. My boy do sound wild soft. Talking about getting, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just that thing where it's just a toxic. It's the toxicity of dudes when, like, if a dude getting beat up by a woman, especially physically, it's like, show your whole ass up. You got beat up. You got beat up by a woman. You got hit by your woman, huh? Listen, why don't you use a makeup brush and cover your little boo boo?
That is the definite double standard, though. So,
yeah, I mean, life is double standard between men and women. So I think it's fair. I think that a man should do that, and I think especially when people attack your character, I think more men should. Even though it's like something that I would hate to be put in. I hope I never have to be in that position to have to sue a woman or do something like that. But I think more men should do that. I think that like more men should like take women to, like, single fathers should take women to court for child support, because it's like if a woman is single with a child, it's like, oh, the man should be doing this and that. But if a man's single with the child, it's like, well, what happened to the mother? Oh, well, that's crazy. He's a great guy. We focus more on great job, dad, instead of what the fuck, mom. But when it's the other way around, it's like, oh, mom, this is what you're supposed to do. But you's a piece of shit.
You go, go and figure it out.
You need to go figure it out because you's a piece of shit. This and that. You just doing what you're supposed to do. Good job, lady. But oh boy, you fucking up.
And then we get all the help in the world. And I just saw that was kind of a, oh my God, it's a disservice to the men out there, because more and more you're seeing more derelict women, derelict mothers.
Absolutely.
Than before. So I think the roles are now flipping because everybody want hot girl summers and shit.
Yeah, and then one of them things I saw.
And then not only that, something we just tired of doing it all by ourselves, and just like, you take the kids now. Here you go, deal with it. Deal with what I have to deal with.
I never understand that.
That's not really the best way to deal with it that way.
Yeah, especially saying we tired. It's like, your mom wasn't tired, your grandma wasn't tired, your great grandma wasn't tired. Everybody tired. You only live this life as long as you live this life. I feel the tiredness of my great elders.
I feel it of my great
grandmama. I feel it. I ain't snapping no damn peas today. I'm done.
You already know I ain't snapping no peas. I'm done.
If I shoot a dude in the face with a shotgun, won't snap a pea.
I ain't snapping no damn peas. I just can't do it. Ain't in my soul no more.
But yeah, so with the Johnny Depp thing, I feel like whenever you get into the position of you are affecting the way somebody make money, because too many times, if any woman says anything about a man, his money automatically stop. It's the nature to be. If a rape allegation come up, if abuse allegation come, all the woman got to do is say it, and then that man money stop. Like, I hear all the stuff about believe women, believe the victims and stuff like that. I'm not saying don't believe them. I'm saying just like, believe what's right. Like, you know what I mean? Once the evidence comes out, I ain't saying you should shit on the victim. I'm not saying we should applaud the victim until we find out that it's actually a victim.
Yeah.
And like the dude, we're not going to applaud the dude. We're not going to shit on the dude until we find out that he's guilty.
I mean, you give all the support that's necessary. I won't say don't do anything, but if someone says something happened to them, give them the support that's necessary. But
support
don't be
and
so
just blindly believe it,
yeah.
and just like, especially when you get to the point, like if you, like for instance, if we both famous and you accuse me of rape, I'm famous, but I'm not rich anymore. Like, all my money gonna stop.
Yeah.
I could say whatever about you, and it's like, whatever, you know.
And that's really what he said. Basically, he said he lost a lot of roles,
a lot of money
coming up, and they were,
and she's still gonna be on Aquaman.
And the allegations, they were, in the testimonies and everything, they were asking him like, well, what specifically did you lose? And he was like, everything short of all of it, you know?
Yeah,
like
but
he said, once you do that, all of a sudden you put your hands on women, and you're all of a sudden at 50 years old, your money gonna stop.
And everybody got to take a hands off policy. Disney, Sony, whoever. Like, it just got to be like, oh, this dude, because they basically, that just makes you radioactive. It's like, oh, this dude toxic, he radioactive. We can't have our brand mixed with his brand. Yeah. We got to break away, which that stopped that dude's money. Even if they go through this case, find out he's innocent, stuff like that.
Still,
if the money ain't gonna be what it was, if it do roll back in. Or people might still just be like, I just don't kind of want to do it. Because it's still going to be
even if they believe in you, you know. It's
just like, sorry, Johnny.
So this is associated with your name, which is now going to look bad on us because some people in the majority feels like, oh,
you did it.
We're supporting this type of person.
Yeah, we're supporting this type of this type of behavior because it don't matter what you get found. It doesn't matter what you get found innocent or guilty of. Mm-hmm. It matters what you get found if you get found guilty in a court of public opinion.
That's right. Yeah.
Like, so immediately when something happens, we get the little bit of information that we get, we the public, we get the little information that we get, and then we make a decision like, yo, you know what? He killed him. She killed him. They did this and that.
Scarlet letter.
And then we can, you get the Scarlet A. And then even when all of that stuff get repealed, it's still like, think about this. Did Michael Jackson ever get found guilty about touching any of them kids?
No, I don't think he did. That was
not that I know of, right? I think he got exonerated or whatever of everything. People still talking about Mike touching kids.
And all that.
Yeah, settled out some of this. And the worst thing in the world is like if you settle. And it's like a good reason to settle. I don't want to drag my family through this. I don't want to drag my money through this. I want to settle because I don't want to wind up like in a situation like Johnny Depp where it's like you settle outside of court, but if you don't settle and you settle in court, it's like, okay, now you done did this. Now we got to get our name off you. All them dudes.
It does look guilty too. And when
you settle outside of court,
like, what this hush money? Oh, okay. You know.
Yeah, it looked guilty, but the fact of the matter is, this is like, if you did the math or something, let's say I have the potential to lose $50 million if we take this to court and I clear my name, or I get paid $2 million right now. It goes away, and maybe I'm still gonna make 40-something million. If you do the math on that, it's just smart business. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to shut it up because it's like you can't buy back your reputation.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what happens.
Once it's tainted, and it takes a very long time for people to kind of forget and move past that. But then there's always going to be just that one or maybe a handful of people that's like, oh, remember back when he did this? Or she did that?
Those are the people who have 1 million tweets on Twitter and 176 followers and nothing but a keyboard full of fucking Cheeto dust.
That's it.
That's that group of people. But also with that double standard, you just think about it, it's with everything that comes. Like, I feel like with rape, honest to God truth, with rape, one, I don't know, I think we talked about it before. I never looked it up because my follow through is not happening. But with rape, I think like it should be different levels to it, just like murder, right? Because there's a big difference between me catcalling you saying nice tits at a job site and me brutally raping you in the alley. We could both agree.
Yeah, I can agree. Yes.
There's levels to this shit, right?
I think like pedophilia we were talking about.
Yeah, just like pedophilia. It's like I pissed by a school because I'm drunk out with the homies fishing and the police catch me with my dick out is different.
And I'm making a pedophile, yeah.
Yeah, than actually having a sexual relationship with a child.
The funny thing about that, you'll have some people that say, well, you shouldn't have been doing that at the school. You are a pedophile. Your mom
because it's the word. It's how bad the name
down.
Of that word is. That when you say somebody's a sex offender or a pedophile, with no nuance, because everything has nuance, and that's where balance comes into play. We make these titles, and these titles mean this, and then we be like, oh, these are the worst type of people, because we so badly want to deal in absolute truths. We want to deal with truths like these people are good, these people are bad, and I'm part of the people that's good. And whoever I don't like is part of the people that's bad, and this is why they're bad, and we want to find all the reasons why they're bad so that we can deal in absolute truth. When unfortunately, life don't work that way.
Right.
So there's that. But like when what I was saying about sexual assault, I honest to God feel as though if a woman, or anybody, if you bring somebody up on false charges of sexual assault or rape, I don't care what your reason was. If it can be proven, like pretty much like without a doubt, like, yeah, you faked that, you should get whatever the max penalty was.
I agree with that because you're messing with someone's life at that point.
Livelihood
and life. You talking about families, if they have children are being affected at school.
And like imagine being a kid and they say, oh, your dad's a rapist or something like that. Right. Then find out it's all, they still like, hey, they was up to like, hey, Lester, child molester, your dad. Right. You know what I mean? Some
Chester
shit like that.
Chester
the molester and all that. And it's like you got to live with that. So it's like if they find like not if it's one of those cases where it's like, we're not sure we don't have enough to put him in jail, but we don't have enough to say he innocent. Kind of like a OJ innocent verdict where it's like you innocent, but
he was rough.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's like beyond a doubt, like you got the video, this and that, and you fake the charge, whether it's assault, rape, any of that stuff, and a woman fakes it, like just like they said, Johnny Depp's wife, and this is obviously hearsay, they said she faked it, and they looked at some timestamp, and I was saying, so I don't know how credible the source is, that's why I'm just calling it allegedly, but they said she was acting like she was getting beat up or whatever, and so yell at him, like saying it was him and this and that, and then they looked at the date timestamp, but he wasn't even in the country.
You know, the funny thing about this, especially when you're dealing with high-profile cases and actors, actresses, I don't know if they telling the truth or not up there.
Yeah, because you can't just look at them.
Nominated actors and actresses up there, and I don't know what to take face value. I don't know what to believe because they're so phenomenal at what they do.
Yeah,
this whole thing could be a scene for them. How?
And
well, I know I would hate to be a juror in that because I'm like, I don't know.
I hate to be one of them people that gotta like the body language and the experts they bring in about body language and everything, like the behavior analysts. Like, yeah, and you can tell by the way that Johnny Depp is still speaking like Jack Sparrow that he probably like no, that dude's
probably
still
lying.
That dude is still talking like Jack Sparrow. Art, you hurt my heart because I'm not drinking. I'm drinking pink lemonade, but luscious over here.
So I had to. So I'm drinking watermelon margarita, but to make him feel like he's doing something.
I'm part of the podcast.
I made him some pink lemonade. That's love right there. That's love.
Yeah, you gotta sip it too and be like.
Yeah. What were we saying though?
Just saying like we wouldn't be able to tell because they're such great actors.
They're such great actors. Yeah,
you'll be sitting there looking and be like, man, Johnny Depp, I really think he went through that, and then he just cut. None of this shit's real.
Right? He go home and got the business.
Secret window your ass right out of here.
It's so hard. So whoever
was it Hidden Window, Secret Window,
Secret Window.
See, it was Secret Window.
Yeah,
fire ass movie.
Oh my god, they would have to. I mean, kudos to them because I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
In who case, I can't do it. I ain't gonna believe nothing. They
Johnny
say.
who?
I can't believe it.
Nope.
I'm not
Can't
believing
trust
any
him.
of it.
He made me think that he stole somebody's script for 45 minutes in the damn movie just to find out he was talking to himself the whole time.
Right. I know, right?
Think I'm gonna believe that man in court? Fuck out of here. I might be able to believe her. It's like I don't even remember. You played Aquaman. There ain't no great actors in Aquaman.
She had other movies, but I just don't remember.
I don't
just
know.
The last
That's
one.
the most. I got recency bias. I remember.
I see how you said that. Ain't no great actors in Aquaman. You hating on Jason right now. It's okay.
Hey, don't
It's
even
okay.
let another man name roll off your tongue while looking me deeply in my eyes like that.
Jason.
Last podcast. We're gonna die today. Till death do us part. We can go ahead and ring finger swear on the way out. Yeah, right. So I don't know. That whole thing wild. And that whole just like double standard of things is wild. In fact, we was bringing up something earlier about double standards. Was it double standards? No, it was about, what was it, the maternity test for that?
Oh, yeah. So I was in the Facebook group and Facebook group. So, and someone wrote in on the post. And the post wanted to know, basically, should DNA tests be mandatory for every child born, even if the couple is married? So, of course, everybody kind of sounded off on that, gave their opinion on what they think should happen. Quite a few of them said yes, and some of them said no, because if you don't trust in me, then we shouldn't be together and all that. So, what do you think about that?
1000% agree that it should be paternity. If what do you got to hide? I'm on some Big Brother shit with this one. Like, why you worried about your browser history? What you got to hide? My thing is this: it is one man who pays and winds up raising a child that isn't his. You get your freedom to say no away. Just like we talked about. Like the hardest thing about it is you take away my freedom of choice.
That's right. Yep. By
making me think, oh, this is my kid. I have to do this and that. So I don't acknowledge the fact that you're a piece of shit and you got pregnant by another dude. No. Or you know what I'm saying? Because there's no way for me to know. This baby come out looking like Milkman and shit.
The Milkman.
Look like the UPS dude. Why does Amazon dude always deliver? What did we get delivered today, baby? Nothing, just some dick.
Oh, some stuff.
Some stuff. Some baby clothes. Baby clothes. Oh, you know what I mean? So I think it should be like, what is the harm in it? Because what is the harm in it? Like people talking about, so, well, if you don't trust me, we shouldn't be together. Okay, cool. You know how many dudes blindly trusted a woman and wind up paying for a child for 18 years or less or any other time? Uh-huh. I got a homeboy. He took care of a little girl for half her life. Well, she half her life now. So she'll say she's like 18 now. So she's like 8, 9 years old. And then kind of find out that it ain't his baby.
Yeah,
that's terrible. Because now you put him in a position where it's like, I done built a bond with you. I want a relationship with you. But I'm also like, why am I obligated to live, like I have to live less financially and everything else because you decided to make piss poor decisions. So since we're not together anymore, I still have to take care of this child. Just like all that signing the birth certificate, before you sign the birth certificate, should be 100% should be a paternity test. There's nothing but goodness in that. All it is like, you know what you do? Remove all doubt. You remove all doubt. Like when the dude's sitting there, he got some doubt, be like, nothing like me. Remove all doubt. There was a paternity test. You don't got to worry about it. And then when you sign
it should be a part of the initial blood work at the hospital.
It should be before you sign the birth certificate. You should have a positive, yeah, this your baby. Before you can sign the birth certificate, it should be there. Because you should. Why is my name even on the birth certificate? That's not. I didn't make that child. Now, if a dude want to go and do it and step up, and you know what I mean, and you out there with your I ain't the stepdad, I ain't the stepfather, I'm the father that stepped up T-shirt and everything. God bless you. We need more of that in the community. I'm not knocking it. But let it be a man's choice to step up and raise a child that's not his. Like the children that I raised that aren't mine, I knew it wasn't no guesswork in it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, do you want to be the godfather? Cool. You know what I mean? This and that. Stepchild from my previous marriage. Cool. It's like, I understand. Raise them like they were my own kids. Absolutely no issue. But don't make me think that that's my kid. Like if I found out like Titan wasn't anybody who's ever seen Titan has seen me, obviously no, I didn't need a paternity test. Or seen my oldest son. No, I don't need a paternity test because they look just like me. But yeah, do you think that there's not a case that I can think of in my head where a blood test wouldn't be it?
Yeah, no, I agree. Like when I first saw it, I knew I agree with it. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, it keeps a lot of bullshit down. Not only that, I mean, it alleviates the stress off the men and also the women who's scandalous. It cuts that shit in half, and it forces people to deal with issues, right? And that's an issue. We got to deal with this shit.
And the dudes who be sitting there talking about something, I don't even know if that's my baby, and start trying to slide off because you know them dudes who like they with you, they love you, they doing everything, and then as soon as you cut them off, they like, oh, you cut me off. You cut me off from the baby too. Like I ain't got nothing.
I never understood.
Bring their ass in check.
Anyway, that's a whole nother. I just can't believe men would do that. Anybody would do that. Men or woman would do something like that because the child has nothing to do with y'all relationship.
I mean,
you have to foster your own relationship with your own child.
I think it's just depending on how things have been. Where 9 times out of 10 men don't get the child historically. Like now it's changing, like you said.
Yeah, it's definitely changing.
But historically, it's been that way. So women have withheld the child too. Like if the man break up, it's like, oh, well, if you don't want to be with me, then you can't be. You ain't taking my baby over to see that woman. Why don't you get a camera in your house? And why don't you? I need to know everything that's going on if my baby gonna be there. And it's like,
yeah,
what?
I had somebody say that to me in a previous relationship. They were going through their custody battle, and this woman had the audacity to say, "I'll let my baby come over there if there's cameras in the house, so I can see what." In what life you about to have camera in my house? If I don't put them cameras there, ain't nobody having no camera in my house looking at nothing that goes on over here. You want to know so bad?
You want to know so bad? Come on over.
Tough damn cookies.
Come on over here.
Nah, you know, and not even no come over here. Tough cookies. What goes on in my household goes on in my. And then she had the nerve to tell her daughter to say, if her dad asks her, hey, what's going on at mom's house? My mama told me to whatever goes on in our household is our business. Oh, but you can go and tell what goes on in this household, though. Get the hell out of here. All right?
That's what you said to the little girl?
No, I didn't say it to the little girl, but I'm just talking about
Go home, Roger.
The audacity of the mother to say something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely think that DNA test before all that happens is married too. You're right. Married couples, whoever, every child.
Because there are married couples that I know of with 1 or 2 of them kids. I'm like,
yeah. Some of y'all product of that. So don't act like.
Yeah, for real.
Don't act like while daddy was out there doing what he doing. Mama wasn't sneaking off to Mr. Reggie around the corner.
Yeah,
Don't
and that's
do
the
that.
thing is people want to sit there and say like, oh well, if you don't trust, it's not about trust. It's about it's like why I gotta sit here and trust you. I gotta have faith in God. I gotta have faith that I'm gonna get up the next day. I gotta have faith in the plan that I provide for my family. Why the hell I gotta have faith in what you did while I was in Iraq?
And so, and I'm going to talk about my own experience. So when I was in a previous marriage, I had baby number 2 from my ex-husband, right?
Baby
And
number 2.
my second daughter. And on our anniversary, after my daughter was born, so my daughter was born in March, and then in July was our anniversary. Woke up in the morning, happy anniversary, okay. Open your mouth real quick. Like, what? Swab me, like literally legit. So I'm like, what are you doing? He was like, I just had some questions. I just really want to know, Nisha. I want to know. I was like, I was torn up. First of all, I was hurt that he would even, knowing my character, that you would even think that I would do something like that to you. But I went through it anyway, because I'm like, okay, all right, so whatever. You think it's like this? Let me prove to your dumb ass that it's not like this. So I went through with it, but it still affected me to the point where I was just like, I don't even want to be with him no more.
Yeah, there's a lot
I've been not wanting to be with him, but that just kind of just sealed it for me. Like, you don't even trust me out of all this shit that I go through with you? I'm done.
So if you could know right now everything that ever was about me, and you knew it was 100% the truth, would you take that option?
Would I take knowing the truth about you?
I'm talking about like there's a box and it says you can open this box for $100 and you can know the truth about anything you want to know about me that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, I would take the box.
Why you don't trust me?
You ain't ask you anything. You just said take the box and give me an or.
The or is what the fuck you been asking me and getting an answer to.
Well, I can do both. I can ask you or not.
See.
Now, I want to know what's in that box, though.
Yes, exactly. So guess what, men? We want to know what's in that box. What came out of that box? We want to know, is that mine? Is that my prize that came out that box? I need to know.
And didn't want to be all when the results came in. Oh, well. Oh, yes, yeah. I already told you that. You know, I know you didn't have it. No, don't touch me.
But think
I'm
about
good.
this. You say knowing character. Don't
touch me.
For a woman who has been a terrible judge of character on multiple occasions, it amazes me that you are surprised that somebody will question. People don't think they're a judge of character. I don't trust the fact that I'm a judge of character. A good judge of character. I trust the shit that I know and find out in the facts.
Well, it wasn't about me being a good judge of character.
No, what I'm saying is you aren't a good judge of character. So I can understand why you used to like snoop around and do the shit that you would do, because you're not a good judge of character. So it's like, I need to go find out for myself. So you understand? So I understood that about you.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You would go through my shit because you're not a good judge of character. So you need to see for yourself whether or not I'm who I say I am, right?
Yeah, but you wasn't always the stand-up guy.
Fine. You wasn't always a stand-up woman. I
am.
Now. Now you are. You are a child of God. However,
yes, I've always been a certain way.
But how does another person know that about you? People can always say they are this and that. People have been married for 20, 30 years to find out that their spouse isn't who the fuck they thought they was. That their spouse has a whole separate family or something somewhere. Women find out that dudes got families in another country. Men find out that women have long-lasting relationships and had an affair for decades or something like that. And people find this out. So that means, damn, this is what happened when I do trust you. So if you have an ability to remove all doubt, I just find it hypocritical that you would want to remove all doubt if you could, but women in general that I know be surprised about because
everybody feels betrayed or angry when their own integrity and character is being questioned, especially when you do have good moral character. Like, everybody feels betrayed.
Yeah, but
so that was a natural reaction for me to feel that way because of something that, or you believe me to be somebody that I'm not, and now I'm proved to you that I'm not, and now you want to act like everything is normal. No, it's not, because this hurt me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I went through with him.
Yeah, I get it. I just understand why he did it, and I understand why men do it, and I think men should continue to do it. If you got any questions about it, Fuck all that. Like, I think women need to understand that, like,
and it wasn't it wasn't just because he wasn't sure. It was the guilt that he carried for all the stuff that he was doing.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, I don't give a shit. Everybody should get it. Like, you should get a paternity. If you have any doubt in your mind, you should get a paternity test. Like, it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Men, you should get paternity tests because you are held to the standard of you don't get to, like, if you leave that child's life, people are going to call you a piece of shit. If you find out 5 years later that kid ain't yours, they're going to call you a piece of shit. You're going to be held accountable. Everything going to get driven out of you. So all you doing is holding somebody accountable immediately. Before I be held accountable for the rest of my life, because in some states, if you sign a birth certificate, it don't even matter. You paying child support. You stuck with that child regardless. So it's like I think
that's probably all the states now who do that.
I don't know. I know certain states do.
Father on the birth certificate.
But that's wild. So it's like, guess what? So we have a baby in January. Mm-hmm. I found out next January that for some reason I found out that ain't my baby. 17 more years of raising that child and being accountable. My quality of living will go down immensely. I'm paying $1,000 or something a month.
So I'm wondering now if there's a way to get that changed because you're the quote unquote legal father of this child. So you're able to change names. You're able to do things like that. So I wonder if there's some sort of policy in place for that to be like your name to be removed from said birth certificate with proof of paternity test showing. You see what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is it's like, sure, we need something like that in the meantime, but paternity test should just be mandatory. That'll eliminate all of that shit. Who got to go through all this messy shit? You only never got to sit there and look at a birth certificate and be like, bro, he's out there with dashiki off, or don't be a menace to South Central. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Dashiki was a hell of a girl.
In the chat, what y'all think?
Yeah, what y'all think? Y'all, paternity test mandatory or not?
Every child, or not.
Don't matter.
I agree. I think that they do need, but I was just speaking from my personal
because
experience.
And that's the only, and that would be the only way that women wouldn't be offended when it's like, this is mandatory by law. Now you can't even be mad at me. Mm-hmm. Every man is curious, and we're just hopeful. We're curious and hopeful. Like, is this my kid? You know what I mean? Like, it's always gonna be it's always gonna be doubt in your head. Like, we doubt God. What? Like, if we as human beings doubt God, you tell me I'm not going to doubt the woman I'm with? Like, I'm not going to doubt you, but I'm gonna doubt God. I'm gonna doubt science. I'm gonna doubt everything else, but you, fickle human being of flawed nature, I'm not gonna question you.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, 100% should be. And then if they mess around, and then if they're that child not theirs, we could play this game. If the child not theirs, then the mother has to pay back all the child support.
I mean, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that because fair is fair.
Yeah, because I had to pay it, and I had I don't have to pay it, but
now if there was a case where she just really didn't know, and everybody knew there was a possibility,
don't care. Then it's up to her.
Then
it's up to her. That should have
been
her.
It should have up to them.
Yes.
To get the paternity.
But what I'm saying is because it's the double standard of this. Like, I feel like it's up to her because ultimately the woman chooses whether or not the baby lives. Meaning that if we get pregnant, so boom, you got baby, you miss your cycle, and you say, baby, I want to keep this baby, and I said no, I'm still responsible for that baby, right? But if I wanted to keep the baby, you're like, nah, I ain't having no more babies, I'm too old for this shit, I ain't doing it.
Done.
And you get rid of the baby, I have no say so. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So with that said, it's kind of like if you sitting there and you getting your cheeks clapped raw by too many people and you not sure, that shit is on you, because I feel like whoever paid child support and took care of that baby thinking it was theirs, your ass should have to pay him back. Mm-hmm. Whoever you should have to pay him back. Like, that's the standard. We're going to hold men accountable, tell men that they ain't shit because they don't want to be there for their child, even remind them that child support ain't enough. Like you were saying, you should have mandatory visits.
Yeah. Yeah, for those who are parents, if they're not together, I mean, that should be mandatory.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to go, or you're gonna have some sort of whatever civil penalty. Yeah, because the child needs to see you. You're the father. That in some cases, depending, like I was talking about earlier, it's not wise depending on abuse situations and all that.
Yeah, or if they're in jail or something.
For the most part, no. You had this baby, you're gonna be taking some parenting classes, and your ass need to be mandated to see your child. It's sad that we gotta even let you be mandated to see your child. However, this is where we are, especially in this society.
And I'm with that. That's just, I'm all for the accountability involved. I just want that shit to be even across the board. If a dude about to get drugged, as they've been getting drugged through all this time, if dude gonna get drugged, then a woman should, like, because if there's no risk, people would just say anything. For instance, people would say the wildest shit wherever they went if it wasn't a chance they would get punched in their face.
Yeah.
Like, for real, like, if there was like zero worry about saying something or consequences, people would do whatever. So a lot of times in these cases, especially with children, women are operating with zero consequences as far as what they say, do, or enact, or what action they take against a man. There's zero consequence.
I wouldn't say zero consequence. I think that is more so of the system is set up to support the woman instead of the man. So they feel like they can, they have this wiggle room to do.
It's way easier for a woman to manipulate the system than it is a man.
Yeah, of course, because the system is set up for women.
Because it's not set up to be accountable, to hold a woman accountable, it's set up to hold the man accountable.
For not being there, yes.
Yeah.
So that part, yes.
So, and even the societal norms of it, where people look at it and say, like, when a woman doesn't get child support or something, like, they separate it, and when a woman gets no support, the man's a piece of shit. When the man doesn't get any support, they're like, well, you're a man, you should be able to take care of it.
Yeah, now that part right there, I don't agree with, and I think you already know all my reasons why and why I'm so passionate about that. So, yeah, I just don't agree with that. It's not right. I think that if you're going to have help for one, you should have help for the other. Things are changing. Everybody's situation is not the same. Okay, so a man's supposed to get up, work, and do this and that. Okay, fine. Yes, but what happens when that man is just unable to secure a job? Not for any fault of his own, but because maybe they're not hiring, maybe he's not getting hired for whatever the reason is. That child still needs to live, but that child lives with dad because he was the best option.
Yeah.
Then what do you do? So no, there should be some resources out there for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
For single fathers.
Oh, you got the can't make this shit up. We just gonna read this article, right? You still got the one?
I know the one you're talking about.
All right, so I'm gonna just start reading this one out. So, crazy story. B-Rabbit threw this one to me. I was going to use this for can't make this shit up, but you had something better. Police say South California. Police. Girl shot as California shop owner fires at thieves. Police say South California shoe store owner opened fire at two shoplifters, but mistakenly shot a 9-year-old girl about to have her picture taken with the mall Easter Bunny. Oh, they got a picture of this dude. Anyway, he was 20 years old. The shoe store owner, 20 years old. This is in Victor Valley in the small city of Victorville when he fired multiple shots at shoplifters. He hit a 9-year-old victim 3 times, I believe. Yeah, the girl was left with 3 gunshot wounds, including 2 in her arm. 1 bullet fractured a bone. They said the bone, they can't fix it. It's kind of a fracture they can't surgically fix. She's going to have to wear a special brace for it, and it's going to take a lot longer to heal. It'll be a while before the bone heals, and we'll see the extent of nerve damage. She got airlifted to a hospital, whatever. He's being held with $1 million bail in Victorville.
$1 million.
Yeah. So basically, some dudes shoplifted. They ran out. He dumped the whole damn magazine. And let me tell you something. One, obviously he didn't go to Legendary Operation Tactical Supply because you didn't hit nobody you supposed to hit.
Nobody.
My God, you did not hit adult,
Universal
2 adults.
Safety rule he broke too.
Mm-hmm.
Beware of your surroundings and what's behind. Beware of your target and what's behind it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't shoot at anything you're not willing to destroy. Was you willing to destroy that little girl?
Little girl, no.
So now he getting brought up on manslaughter, attempted murder, and felony negligence.
Right.
Which I think is all the right calls because what people don't understand is if you shoot at somebody and miss, that's attempted murder. Because you use deadly force. Just because you ain't good at it don't mean that it wasn't an attempt.
Less deadly. Could have killed someone else.
Yeah, it could have killed somebody. So if you shoot at a person and you miss, you're like, well, I didn't kill him. You meant to kill him. You attempted to.
Well.
You attempted to. That's why it's called attempted murder. You attempted to. You suck. You didn't get the job done. But, I mean, you attempted to. Now, also, the manslaughter, of course, he shot that little girl. Could have killed her.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that little girl going to have a story. She been shot 3 times. At how old? Like what?
9.
Jeez.
She might drop an album.
Tough Cookie.
She might drop an album. That's gonna be her rap name, Tough Cookie.
Yeah.
But yeah. So prayers I was about to say thoughts and prayers. You know how much I hate that shit. Because when
thoughts and prayers, that was
whenever somebody say thoughts and prayers, that was the damn thoughts and
prayers. They ain't gonna think about it no more. They ain't gonna say
thoughts and prayers. They put the little hands in the comments or something like that on the cat videos.
Right.
You know what I mean? Watching Tony Baker voiceovers, skippity paps.
Yeah. So can't make this shit up.
Anyway, but this dude, the thing about this, before we get to that one, I feel so bad for this kid because his life is over before it even gets started.
How old is he?
20.
Is he? Oh, 20. Wow. Yeah.
You know he about to get 25.
You done. You didn't foresee this.
You are a black man in liberal ass California and you shot a white baby?
Yeah, you done. You a done deal, son.
They might bring back lynchings. I'm telling they're gonna bury his ass under the jail. Like he getting a minimum 20, 25 years. Because it's like all of that shit, and it's like, what you gonna say? Like everything you did was wrong. One, just in case you don't know, you can't shoot people in the back. Remember when you used to hear about police ain't supposed to shoot you in the back? Well, guess what? Regular ass people ain't supposed to either. Shoot you in the back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because deadly force, for those who don't understand,
no longer a threat after that when they turn.
Exactly, just what Fox said. Once if I come and if I rock your shit, I knock all your teeth out. I'm beating your ass and then I take off and run. You can't shoot me. I don't care if I knocked you 27 pieces. And I'm talking about a woman. You a 5'2" woman. I rock your shit. I knock out your brand new veneers. Contacts come out. Your 30 millimeter eyelashes come out. Your your wig come off. All of this shit. I do all that. Fuck your clothes up. Stomp you out on the floor. Run down the street. You still can't shoot me in the back. You gonna want to shoot me in the back. I don't blame you if you shot me in the back. You hit me and I'd be like, I deserve it. But it's illegal. Like you can't shoot the person while they fleeing. I'm no longer a threat to you. I'm no longer attacking you. I'm no longer doing this and that. That's why awareness is the biggest thing. When people think, I got this Glock, if somebody say something to me, how many times do we teach that class? And I got to tell people, no, you cannot just somebody talk crazy to me. I'm gonna just sit my Glock on the table.
Right? No.
First of all, that's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm talking shit to you and you put your gun on the table, I am shooting you.
I'm grabbing you with your own gun.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna shoot you with my shit while you reaching for your shit, and then I'm gonna be like, what was that movie? The black version, the Black Cowboy movie that had Stringer Bell. No,
I forget the name of it.
Call him Stringer Bell by his damn by the other TV show name. But yeah. So I cannot think of the name of that one.
It don't matter. Either.
But anyway, you know how old boy kept thinking he was fast with the gun and everything like that to the end, and and the dude who was he's in the other movie. Watch that dude is a great actor. Can't think of his name either. He's in so many movies.
The past 3-4 years.
Yeah, so. But when they was talking about him, it's like, okay, oh, you think you fast? No, I shoot people who talk too much. You know what I mean? That's that shit you do when it's like, put my gun up here, I'm tough. Okay, and your new pronoun will be was.
And it's crazy because that one will be kind of justified because he's facing you at that point with his gun on the table.
Put his pistol out.
That's a threat.
Got a better chance of shooting 2 people in the back that came out the shoe store. How you ain't hit 2 adults, but you hit that 9-year-old 3 times?
Yeah, that's a little body.
Yeah,
a little body.
You missed 2 adult bodies. I know these shoplifters were bigger than a 9-year-old girl.
Right.
Like, so I don't know.
Unlucky you.
Yeah, I mean, irresponsible you too, I think. And that's when people start talking about gun laws, and I will understand. Before, and one, I don't understand how he had a gun and he was 21 he was 20 in California. Because handguns, is 21. So where did he get that gun from? I don't know. But let's say it is legit and everything. I feel like maybe there's some laws because, they make exceptions for store owners. If they do, I feel as though they probably need to take some training. Like, it should be mandatory. There's no reason you should be giving a 20-year-old a pistol with no type of training. If I give a 20-year-old a pistol in the military, I got to train them. You know what I mean? You can't just, so we give a 20-year-old a gun out here, and nah. It got to be some training involved, something at least to know, like, this is when and when you can't shoot. You should do this and that. So, and if everybody had to get more training.
That should be a part of his sentence.
No. I'm saying, like, that should be training. Like, if you was like, hey, I'm opening.
Let him come out and make him better.
No. I'm talking about. By the time he get out of jail, he ain't going to undo the gun. He's gonna have a boyfriend and everything. He can get him out of here. But I'm talking about, like, if you open up the Fox shop before you decide, like, oh, I'm getting a weapon for store owner use because it's in some cuck state like California, New York, or something like that, where they don't really believe in gun laws. Before they give it to you, it should be a class to at least tell you, like, hey, you can't shoot people in the back when they're running away. You can't do this and that. You can't shoot warning shots. You can't do this, that, and the third, because there's not a lot of information out there like that unless you go find formal training.
That's true.
All right. Can't make this shit up.
Can't make this shit up. What? So, guys, a woman was impregnated by a trans inmate at New Jersey prison, serving life sentence for a double killing. Let me repeat that. A woman was impregnated by a transgender inmate at a New Jersey prison, serving life sentence for a double killing. So in case y'all didn't get that,
a transgender woman, so got identified as a boy when it was born,
pre-surgery,
and then identified herself as a woman. Went to a jail with women who were born women who identify as women, but has all the working parts of a man still. 2 women got pregnant by this transgender woman.
Yep. That was it. Let that shit sink in for a minute.
I'm going to let that sizzle in y'all spirit.
My first thing about this was okay. The reason why he went to jail anyway was for a double killing of his previous partner, girlfriend. Okay? They got engaged. He came afterwards, and then he killed them both. Now he wants to be a woman, maybe because he didn't want to go to pound me in the ass prison, as you would call it.
Federal pound me in the ass prison.
Maybe he didn't want to go to a male facility, so maybe he decided, oh, well, if I can be with the girls, you know. If I say I'm a woman, he's going anyway. He know he going life anyway, but he don't want to do it in no male prison.
Yo.
So the best option for him, and this is just me. I'm not saying this is what this guy thought. But this is probably what I think he thought, especially being interested in women and using your man parts to impregnate women. So I think he thought, well, if I say if this whole transgender thing, you know, include me. If I say I'm a woman or identify as a woman, I don't have to go to the male prison. I'm gonna go to the woman prison.
Hey,
understand?
Let me tell you something.
So
that man's living in a 2220. Like he is in the future.
No way I'm not finna get no poom.
And here, how you gonna say no to me? I don't care what I look like.
Right.
I'm the only swinging dick in here, and I'm in the cell with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the cell with you. Like you ain't even gotta fuck the seal. Like I'm in here with you.
Yeah.
I'm in here with you. Man, I'm telling you right now, ain't no man alive who not about to take that deal.
Yeah.
It ain't too many men. If you tell me right now, like, hey man, you just shot that dude in the face, we about to send you to jail forever.
Yeah.
I'm transgender too.
It's just at the point now where I understand what they had to do. The prison system obviously didn't want to do this in fear of something like this happening. Because now it's not just about, oh, they have a right to get pregnant. They have a right to do what they want. He has a right to be okay. Now you have a whole ass human being about to be born. No parents.
And here, no parents. And this the other thing.
Oh, give him to somebody else who want parents. Nah, that child shouldn't have to endure that though.
And this the other thing. If it was a transgender man, do transgender men
go
to jail with men?
With men? I don't even know.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
To look into.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
They would.
I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for everybody in prison. But let me tell you something. It's two things that are. It's 3 holes that a man derives pleasure from, and 2 of them are in abundance in the prison, in the male prison. 1 of them ain't. So you come bringing that holy grail in there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, about to get walked through. Like you about to get walked through. You can say, I'm a man. Yeah, me too. yeah. Like it's going down.
That is crazy.
Catalina wine mixer.
I just don't know if they've, integrated someone like that, a transgender man, into a male prison system. We obviously see now that there is a woman, but I'm sure maybe they are, but they haven't been in stories, and it probably won't ever be any stories about something like that, because
you send a transgender male into a male penitentiary, into like Clinton Max or something like that. Let me tell you something. In fact, I think that was Clinton Max.
Accessible vagina in there. We talking about pre-op too?
Like, you mean I ain't got to sit, it's like, I'm a prisoner and I ain't got to sit here and run game. I ain't got to sit here and run game on these COs and try and get some girl to fuck up her good money. I got you in here that's just like,
you in here for life with me?
You in here for life? Either we that's fucking crazy. Or I'm fucking.
That's just crazy.
Like, that's how I walk in. Either
that's scary. That's scary that's for that crazy. Person because
like you putting them in a hell of a position. Like that man in a woman's prison, because regardless of how much people want to think about it, chances are that man is going to have a better chance holding his own. Well, that transgender woman is going to have a better chance holding their own in a woman's prison than a transgender man is in a men's prison.
Yeah.
That's just the chances. Like men who are born men are just bigger, stronger, faster on average, right? Like sure, there's exceptions to the rule. There's elite women athletes and
that
whole
part of it is unfair. That part of it too, just imagine, like all the rest of the shit is unfair.
Like just imagine we're normal people, like not elite athletes, and just imagine you trying to keep me off of you. Mm-hmm. Like if you actually didn't want it, but now I'm saying like imagine you trying to fight for your life to keep me off of you. You think you keep me off of you in prison? We cellmates. You think you keep me off of you? Not without getting an infection. You have to poop on yourself every day. Like I talk about instantly as soon as I look at you. Hey Fox, what's happening? Incoherent Fox stomach. Every time. You just gonna have to shit on command. Like, see you coming out of the shower. Hey, let me just in the shower. You just drinking milk every day. Let me get another milk, please.
That has to be hell for that person, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if they integrated a transgender woman into a woman's prison to impregnate these prisoners, I'm certain that they probably already done that with a man to put them in the male prison, a transgender man.
They did have transgenders go to prison all the time if they see new politicians changing everything. Yeah. What's going on too?
They're not gonna tell those stories though. That's the thing,
but what I'm saying is, it's like even if I wasn't a terrible person,
woman. Could you imagine how screwed up she gonna be? Yeah. Well, he is gonna be.
Yeah. Regardless of what. Think about this. If you give in, I can't think of too many men. If you went in there right now, ask anybody you had that's been in jail or in jail right now, you ask them, hey, you can say you transgender right now. You just got to say, I identify as this, do whatever, and they're going to send you to a male prison. Because it's like, I don't know what type of hormone therapy he was on, because obviously to get a woman pregnant.
Nah, he still, so first of all, he just did pictures where he did full face makeup. Makeup was not great at all, and then, hey, I'm a woman. If you feel like that, if that's what he's doing, maybe he didn't have enough funds to do the surgery. Okay, cool. But no, he could never pass for, Yeah, they got a picture of him right here. So anyway, y'all could look this article up. And my thing is too, even if I decide to be transgender, if I decide that I identify as a man and I'm going to jail,
send me to where I was born.
Go to a male prison. Ain't no way. Okay, there's no way. I wouldn't be able to make it.
Okay. Take this phone away from me before I get our whole goddamn podcast, bro. Hey, what's going on, bro?
This is him with the makeup. Her. Sorry. Yeah.
Who did that makeup?
There's no way.
Rocky did her makeup?
There's no way that, come on.
You ain't passing for nothing.
That's why I said, I don't know. Let me not even.
Anyway, I ain't going to get in all that. All I'm saying is you put it in a position.
So he didn't have to go to the men's
prison.
If
I got to go to jail, and I got a choice between going to a men's prison and a woman's prison,
he's trying to be smart.
Man, I'm about to get that morph palette out right now, and I'm about to be looking like the Joker.
Right, that part.
Hey. You know what I mean? I would abuse the hell out of that. You mean I'm gonna go in there? I'm gonna go in there 6'3", 270, sitting in there with some woman that's the size of one of our daughters or something to be up to like, hey man, I got this bunk. No, I got this bunk. Like you know what I mean? Like who like literally, it's like same rules apply. Like you can get shanked and everything else, but I can get all of that in men's prison too. At least I got a chance that if like 4 or 5 of y'all jump on me. Mm-hmm. I might be able to still beat all y'all ass. Like 4 or 5 like regular ass, normal size, fucking 5'5", 130-pound women. You get.
I want to know the stories of
equality
of the trans men that go into the
I don't want to know their stories. That shit probably on like the.
It has to be terrible for them, and
that shit probably on like the dark webs. Like you go on one of them like you know what I mean one of them web pages that got like the smut ones. That got like the smut porn, when the people get snuffed out and killed and shit like that. That's probably what that shit is.
What's going on? Oh my God.
That shit's wild.
I just feel terrible. It's just a scary feeling to know that something like that.
Yeah,
could be
I just
going
feel
on
like at
to
this
them.
point, it's like either it's three ways this go, right? Either we gotta like understand that everything, like there's fucking nuance to everything. It's either we understand that there's nuance to everything. There's no more rules. Like everything's co-ed. It's a wild, wild west.
That's scary.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
To have everything co-ed. I promise you that's not what they want. And they're going to do something like that and it's going to fuck up everything. People going to be, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the type of shit right there that it causes like a country divide when it's up here just go wherever. So it's up here like, so I'm going to just come in there and take a piss and whip my dick out in front of your 4-year-old daughter in the urinal. Just
right.
Never, what? And I'm looking at you like,
mommy?
What's that? It's a book.
Or they looking under the damn stall. Oh, bad parenting. Your child shouldn't be looking under the stall.
You trying to stop two child. Yeah, whatever. But it's up like your child pop up under the stall, this and that, and somebody just over there slinging dick like, hey, what's happening? I'm sorry. Hey, get your kid. And that kid got pissed on. That's just a whole situation. They ain't got to shoot somebody because they peed on your kid. Now look at the situation you in because of equality. Fuck out of here. Everything, get it out of here, man. Like even with the sports and everything else, either A, no holds bars, there's no more sex. There's no more, sex like male, female. Just throw all that shit out the window. And then now it's just fend for themselves. Like ain't no more male and female sports. Everything's co-ed, whatever. It's just whoever goes with whoever, and we just get rid of it. Since everybody want to always talk that shit about, well, we shouldn't talk about race and we shouldn't talk about sex. Okay, don't talk about it no more. Get rid of all of it, and let's see how it work out. And then when we realize that this shit is just terrible and we just turned this into the Wild Wild West, then let's come back and revisit and be like, yeah, that shit was crazy. That was the 2030s, that was a wild time.
It was wild.
It was wild.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so either that or we gotta like eventually understand like there's just some differences and nuances, man. Like when we talked about the swimmer, when we talked about the MMA fighter and everything that cracked the woman's skull and stuff like that. It's like
that's unfair.
Come on,
she's getting beat up by a man. There's no you identify as a woman, okay, cool.
But your hands are still this big. Like,
she got her ass beat by a man.
Like look at this. Look a hand. This is a 5'9" woman. This is a man.
I mean, come on.
Like this is a man.
There's no way I would go against you in an MMA fight.
Yo, you getting there?
Even if I get more chubby than what I already am, like no way.
I'm talking about we can go in there the same weight. Like I could drop weight, come down to your weight, and you still wouldn't want to fight me.
No.
I mean, even if they say
she got domestic violence, if they was there, like that's crazy. Yeah. She got her ass beat.
Yeah, cracked her skull. So. I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is, but you already know how you're feeling that. We'll leave that one. I was just going to leave that one alone, but apparently something sizzled in your spirit a little.
Because I just don't like that. That's first of all, it's unfair.
Unsafe.
So, unsafe, yes. That's what it is.
Because the thing about it is when you in there with people you could be with, and people could think it's fair or whatever to have a man in there, and sure enough, women or somebody who was born a man, you could say that, well, if they identify as this, but it's like, so what I'm talking about, it's not even about the fact of that every transsexual is going to do this. It's the fact about it got to be something in between there because people can abuse it. I would abuse that rule. Like me just being honest, it was like, oh, if you're going to let me go to a women's prison, I'm safer in a women's prison.
Right. You safer and you can get as much coot as you want.
As much as I want. Like I am kingpin in there. Like, you know
all I got to do is wear a couple eye palette. And I got to wear it every day because we don't have access to a lot of stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's up here like, whatever. I'm just in there full beard and mustache and a mohawk. And they're looking like Mr. T. What's up, girl? Like, what's happening?
That's crazy. And like I said, I would not want to identify as a man and go to a male prison.
I'm in there
pre-op, though. Pre-op still. Or post. It doesn't matter. Definitely not
a post-op.
And still have a vagina and not, I mean, that's dangerous. That's scary.
Post-op, I mean, shoot your shot. I don't really know what they do to, I don't really know what they do to transsexual men. I don't know what they add on there. I don't know if they like take the vagina, flip it inside out and stuff some shit. I don't know how that works. But as far as the women, the transsexual men going to a men's prison, it's like, that's wild. And just either it becomes to a point where it's like, it's a safe, especially post-op. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Like literally, you talking about? I can like that. That's rape, like actual pre-op. Rape. Like pre-op. I'm talking about like you put me in a prison or something like that. I can overpower the average woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you put in any dude in there, they could be the same size and cellmates. Like who is you gonna put in there? Like when are we worried about like if we're gonna either we just gonna leave them in there and let them be animals, or they got rights?
Yeah, that's That's unsafe.
No woman should
like
have
you
to
said.
defend herself against a man.
Right. That's
or anybody
unsafe.
who's a man, so with a man's strength, anything.
I don't care if
be.
you identify as a man. Like you going into a prison system with men and you still have a vagina. That's crazy. They setting it up for.
It's gonna be a wild year.
That's
for you.
crazy. I don't know, and it's kind of hard because you don't want to say create a whole separate,
No,
wing
that's
or
way
something,
too
because then
much.
now that's separation. Now that's
But
what am I trying to say? Segregation.
But the other
Yeah.
thing about that too is that what I'm saying is that doesn't work is, so if you have a transsexual man and transsexual woman and they both post op, the same thing can happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Together.
Like,
yep.
You know
together,
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you still have people with different sets of genitalia and different physical attributes in the same room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I throw on a wig and you throw on a do-rag, that does not mean that you all of a sudden gonna be stronger than me.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just, that's wild to me.
That's crazy. Anyway. So we at what y'all doing in the chat? We see y'all up there. Hey.
Pew pew.
Gun to your head.
Don't do that when you was talking about it. Don't play with me.
I'm not gonna do it on this
Don't
one.
do that. Don't do that to me.
We came across a gun to your head that was like, what? I'm going to ask that question, but it'll be a podcast down the line when he forget about it. 'Cause that was a tough one. Art,
Never
if you in the
forget.
chat, that was one of the ones like you gave me.
It wasn't tough. It's die.
It's that.
Fuck out of here.
I think that's what I chose. Didn't I choose die?
Oh yeah.
Art?
Oh yeah. Art killed you.
Art killed me.
I forgot what it was, but it was the like.
It was like
you had to do. It was like your dad or me.
me with my dad, with your body,
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
your
like
dad
that.
and my
or-
body. Yeah,
Done. Okay, kill me. It's suicide.
I'm living.
Gun to your head. Get a text from a one night stand that says, "I'm pregnant," or "I have an incurable STD." What'd you choosing?
I'm pregnant.
You choosing I'm pregnant.
Uncurable STD mean I'm out the game.
You out the game?
I'm pregnant means playing bees are still after
No,
one night stand.
already pregnant. You get a text later on. It ain't like tomorrow.
Body
You get a
shot.
text.
Body
So
shot.
that's what I'm saying, ho.
Body shot. No.
I hate you.
What's that? What's that shit? What's that shit that our parents used to always give us? Taste terrible.
What, turpentine?
No, not turpentine. Lord, you they just give me turpentine. No, I can't think of the name of it. Tastes terrible. You get one spoonful of it.
Castor oil.
Castor oil. Castor oil. When it causes early contractions too. Get them out of here.
So that's what you just planning on. You just
Hey,
planning the demise of this child.
well, let's have one last drink, baby. Castor oil. And then after the castle, body shot,
my
shot,
God.
steps. It's like, nah.
Go push it downstairs.
Nah, what I'm saying, like, so on the real of it is like a baby could possibly be something beautiful. Ain't nothing beautiful about my dick looking like a nutty buddy for the rest of my life, or being fucking Jack the Ripper out here and just start killing people and shit like that, or having some shit that's uncurable. Like you talking about like syphilis or something? Come on, or herpes? Come on, man, like herpes. Actually, the people in the herpes commercial be looking real happy.
They look happy.
What uncurable disease
They
we
be
talking
living.
about? Because you know,
That's
that shit make you. That shit make you want to go get herpes. You be watching them herpes commercials. Them motherfuckers be like big ass house, boat in their
playing
backyard. They out here.
volleyball and shit.
Oh, if you
Volleyball
have
on the beach.
Oh yeah, you can just do this. Side effects include anal leakage, elbows falling off, eyeballs
Sudden
blind,
death.
sudden death. Like shit.
Sudden death.
Well,
That's my favorite side effect right there. Like
Yeah,
sudden death. I
What
was
was-
God.
what was so bad about the slow death?
I would take my chances.
Yeah, roll the dice, dog. But yeah,
Take my
I
chances
go
on that.
I go kid because it's like something good could come out of the kid, and unless they giving me the herpes that they have on the Valtrax commercials, where them motherfuckers just living their best life, if I get that, that's my choice.
That's your
That's my choice. But if I got the regular herpes, like the shit that the corpsman used to show us before we pull into a port, and they'll be up to like, this is what your dick gonna look like if you buy some pussy in this port. Like, they lower they show you blue waffle and all this shit. You be like, what is that, doc? And they just, you Gonna watch this whole thing before you get there. Condoms over here. You like, that's gonna eat through the condom. Oh, Jesus. Lord.
That's like gangrene for this.
Yeah, gangrene. It's like the dick look like a Venus flytrap afterwards. It's just like eating fly.
Pussy.
Yeah, that's just, feed me, Seymour. I'm like, I want my dick to be feed me, Seymour.
Disgusting. Oh, my God.
What you picking?
Well, tell me you're pregnant, dude, because it ain't mine.
Would you rather be pregnant then? Nah, flip that shit. No. Poet, rewind. Let's go for you about to be pregnant from one night stand or have an uncurable STD. What is going to be?
I'm catching babies all day. I'm catching babies.
That's the most whorish shit you've ever said. I'm catching babies all day.
I'm catching babies. I don't want no incurable nothing.
You catching babies all day?
Babies all day.
Fucking shit. Wait, fuck.
I'm catching babies all day.
All day. Okay. I'm telling you, unless it's that Valtrex commercial herpes, I might rock with that shit. Because at the end of the day, for real, I know a couple cats that got herpes and they just going on with their life.
Yeah.
So it depends on what we talking about. And now we talking about syphilis, like I'm pissing out razor blades. Like I'm pissing dragons fucking fury out. Like every time I pee, I just burn the toilet seat off. Jacardis. Every time I piss. You know what I mean? The fucking little blonde girl when the dragon comes behind me, like, go ahead, finish.
What the Khaleesi?
Yeah, Khaleesi come out there. Khaleesi's up here. She grabbed me on the shoulder. Jacardis. Nah, like like if it's some shit like that, get me out of there. Because I forgot what show I watched. I forgot it was a movie like that where the dude had it. Oh, remember how bad old boy had to pee in Green Mile?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Michael? He was just sitting there. Tom had, and then he came in and was like, grabbed him, took them flies out of him. He could pee again. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, unless it's that Valtrex commercial herpes, go and give me that baby.
You think he had a STD? No, he was passing kidney stones, hasn't he?
No, he had to know your clap.
Nah, why he had to know your clap?
Yeah, that know your clap. That dude had to know your clap.
Why did you say he had to know your clap?
Because when you pass a kidney stone, you only gonna piss. That dude, what was he? A kidney boulder?
They come huge like that. Please.
How long you think it's gonna take to pass a kidney stone?
Some people pass for a while.
Like a month?
Big one? No, not months.
He was pissing fire for a long time.
It wasn't fire.
Long time.
He probably just continuously had that problem. Some people always or constantly have kidney stones that they pass. Some are bigger than others. All right.
Whoever watched Green Mile, in fact, I wish fucking Amanda was in the chat because Amanda got in the medical business.
Been? I miss you, Mandy.
Amanda out here doing big things. You know, she's about to take over the world. So,
girl power.
But I want to know for those who suck
baby all day.
Babies all day. Big facts. Big facts, bro.
Me too. Babies all day. Hey, give me baby.
Yeah. I
It's my body, my choice.
Yeah, whatever. My body, my choice. Coat hanger.
No.
Dipped in alcohol. It's clean.
You'll get them good old herbs in there. My body, my choice.
Body shot. Body shot. My body shot, my choice. Body shot. No, but I just think about it. For those who watch Green Mile, did he have an STD or was he passing kidney stones? We're going to Google this afterwards, but it is what it is. No, don't Google it now.
I'm going to Google it now. Why I can't Google it now? I want to Google it now.
I'm going to Google it now.
Oh, my Lord.
I am a Southern Belle.
Nothing Belle about it, baby. Ain't nothing Belle about it. Let's see. What? Go talk to the people while I look this up.
While Fox over here looking at STDs online. Blue waffle. No. Yeah, so definitely a fact that unless I can get that Valtrex commercial herpes, I'm definitely going with the baby because the baby, something good might come out of the baby. Maybe the baby would be cool. Maybe the baby would be an athlete.
Somebody already asked this question.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Let me read this shit.
What is it? Urinary tract infection of his life. Yep. The worst urinary tract. Now, yeah. I mean, UTI will do that to you. You know what I'm saying?
I know one
and
of
that's why it would last that long too. UTIs, they be coming.
What kind of UTI you had? Like, did you not drink water for a month? I want both of y'all to look at the movie. we seen the movie.
We seen it on. We just don't remember. But handy dandy Google Mandy
said it was no damn kidney stone. Muffin passing kidney stone every day.
I would assume it was a kidney stone. Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. As long as he was peeing, he would have been passing a baby out his dick. Like he was pregnant. Like he was pregnant, passing a baby out his dick. Like,
but so men have urinary tract infections. Their stream is slower too. So.
Yeah, but guess what? It's like it's slower, but burn. He was
right. Your UTIs burn. They burn.
They burn like that?
Like that.
No.
And he probably had it for a long time. It said it was the worst UTI infection of his life.
How you get a urinary tract infection?
Probably not drinking water.
No good ass woman.
Whatever. That is not how you get. Okay, please.
Go back to back in the day. Every time a man had some, you know what? We can't have babies because you're unfit, woman. You.
He had a bladder infection.
I'm gonna tell you what he did have: a goddamn kidney boulder. Yeah,
I mean kidney stones. Go look it up.
No, I seen it. The homie had I ain't about to say, but the homie had one. She passed one.
Blood.
She said,
"No, not forget a she. Forget a she. A man. Imagine that for a man.
That's why I drink water.
You know what I'm saying?
Water and liquor to thin the water. I cut my water with liquor.
For real.
Wait till Ramadan over.
Yep. All right.
Get us out of here, Fox, with your raggedy ass question.
Guys, thank you so much for sitting with us in Uncle Legend's Corner. We appreciate your support. Thank you for the participation and all the questions you guys been sending in, all the responses we've been getting and feedback. Hit us up, askunclelegend@gmail.com. If you have anything you want to add, if you want to be on the show, or you want to rant, rave, misbehave, askunclelegend@gmail.com. Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
We stopped the tape.
Overtime.
We stopped the tape. So what's up? Got my uncle in the chat. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I want both of y'all to look at him. You know what? I might just watch that again tomorrow, to be honest.
We was about to watch a Truman Show yesterday. She in nostalgia mode.
I've been in nostalgia mode since last month for some weird reason.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in nostalgia, so yeah, I kind of want to watch those old movies. I was looking at I was about to watch the Teenage Witch,
Saving Private Ryan.
If y'all seen that before, I don't watch no war movies all the time.
War.
All right, what y'all got? Because y'all know if y'all not saying nothing, we about to leave.
Absolutely.
We already stopped recording, so it's up to y'all right now.
These your fans right here. Good God.
These
your fans, they be out here.
My uncle in here, but I don't know who
they be out here sneak dissing. I never watched that movie in my life.
What movie? What movie you never watched? You talking about Green Mile?
No, I think you're probably talking about the movies we was just talking about now.
Which one?
Truman Show.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan with Jim Carrey. Saving Private Ryan, yeah. Tom Hanks is such a phenomenal actor.
I watched Sabrina on Netflix. She's saying that. Oh yeah.
Okay, Sabrina. Well, not Sabrina. There was a movie back, I think, in the 80s, like when USA Up All Night was on back in the day when we was little.
TV used to cut off back then. Your old ass. What are you talking about?
No.
You trying to say that TV didn't cut off?
It did.
Yeah, it did. Remember,
the
colors would come on in. No, the colors would come on, and then the Star Spangled Banner would play.
I don't remember all that. I don't be staying up that late like you could, on the block and shit. I don't.
It wasn't no TVs on the block. What you know? You just had a floor model TV sitting out there on the concrete.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
This ain't Florida.
With your crates, with your crates out there.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, it was. It wasn't Sabrina. It was just called Teenage Witch. So if you look up just something called Teenage Witch, that is what I'm talking about.
Good God.
I like that movie. It was dope. It's a dope little movie.
Inglourious Bastards, classic.
We're going to watch one of those.
Can we watch
It's
Inglourious
10 o'clock.
Bastards?
We got time to watch something today.
Woo-hoo.
Tonight. Yup.
Oh, yeah, I got that appointment tomorrow anyway, so.
Yup. Oh, yeah, tomorrow Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Top that. Top that. Hey. Y'all don't got nothing. We about to go once, going once.